Greetings, I'm Professor Seth Frey, and we're going to discuss how to succeed in an online course in general. Maybe this is your first online course, and you're already discovering that online courses are different from regular courses, and you don't need to watch this lecture to do totally fine in this course, but maybe it'll help you to have some strategies or insights for how it's different, and my advice on how you can succeed given the subtle differences. Okay, first, online courses are different mainly because of self-pacing. You have a lot of flexibility about specifically when you engage with all the course content. One thing that it can do is kind of test your motivation. You don't have the kind of regular several deadlines a week kind of external motivation that's been guiding you through your entire education. The bell rings and I have to be here at this moment, and this has to be due at this class, and that has to be due at that class. That structure all disappears. So you might find yourself, if you're really used to that extrinsic motivation, struggling a little bit to stay on top of things, because the deadlines, that with that freedom comes a responsibility to shift what used to be outside motivation onto yourself and make it internal motivation. Another way that connects to procrastination. So you're going to have this temptation to procrastinate that's a bigger temptation than in your physical courses. So if you're already inclined to procrastinate in your physical courses, that might get amplified in this course, and you're going to have to pay attention to that and actively kind of correct for it if you want to succeed. Online courses tend to have more diverse students. You're not going to... But with the downside that you don't actually get to interact so much with other students. You're mostly interacting with me through other content. That said, I am providing you with as many opportunities as I can to interact through discussions and other types of messaging with other people in the course, so that you can really see how others are doing and get that kind of validation that comes with knowing that you're hanging in there with respect to everybody else. This isn't like baked in. This is just sort of the culture of online courses. They're often less work. That's just like kind of a stereotype around online courses that's worth mentioning, because this one, this online course, is not much less work. We're going to do a lot of stuff. I mean, this course satisfies a lot of requirements of general education, and with that comes, really learning something. I give you a lot to do. I give you a lot of interactive lessons. I give you a lot of different kinds of content to engage with to really get the concepts into your brain through as many kind of modalities as possible. Another thing that comes with online courses, including this one, is that you tend to find that your grade is more about completion than expertise. So there's less focus on like your ability to generalize a concept. There's a little bit more about checking all the boxes. And so I've structured this class to make it very clear which boxes to check to get the grade. And that has advantages and disadvantages. It's just sort of like what comes with the territory with online courses. For better and for worse. So with all that, there are strategies for success. I recommend that you don't put off the entire course until right before every exam. I recommend that you stay on top of every single week, distributing the work of the course over the term. I've incentivized that, although I do actually still accept assignments from module 1, from your first week, from your second week, from your third week. I will accept and give partial credit for assignments, those assignments, even if you turn them in at the very, very end of the course. You can get 55% credit for those assignments, even at the end of the course. I don't recommend that. One, because 55%, if you did that for every single assignment, that's still an F. And you did all the work and you didn't get the grade. If you stay on top, if you do the exact same work, but do it this week, that week, you'll get the grade. You won't get the late fee. You won't get the late penalty. And of course, you'll learn the concepts better because you're not cramming. You're engaging with it over time, You're learning a concept, then you're being re-exposed to it, re-exposed to it, re-exposed to it. Over a course of several months, this is how we learn stuff that stays with us forever. For the same reason, you should distribute the work over the week. The work of every module, don't cram and get it in to submit it at 8:54 p.m. every Friday, which is the deadline I'm kind of starting you out with, I think. Impose the structure on yourself that's normally imposed on you to try to do a little bit of the module throughout the week. Again, this is you being re-exposed over time to the same ideas, the same work and contents, getting that regularity, that reliability, and that repeat exposure over time that gets knowledge baked into your head. And overall, this is about putting in the time. So a 4-unit course, you're expected to put in 12 hours a week. And this is your calibration. This is your baseline. This is your understanding of how much every course you do should be demanding of you. So keep that in mind now, and just think, okay, well, if I do want to do a little bit every day or a little bit 3 days a week, 12 hours, so I should be thinking 4 hours 3 times a week, and that'll get me through everything in this course. Now, will it demand that much? That's up to you. The more time you put in, the more you'll be rewarded for that. I mean, this course is no different from any other course in that respect. There's this funny thing, if you're chafing any of this, it's worth reflecting. Education and dentistry are the only 2 industries where the customer tries to get as little for their money as possible. Why is that? What's going on? Knowledge is fascinating. So put in the time and get your money's worth out of college. Get your time's worth, more importantly, out of college. Last point. I have a lot of resources. There's TAs, there's peers, and there's me. There's help documents all over the internet. I want you to succeed. I personally will be around, and I do want to help you as much as possible to do really well. So please, definitely, absolutely ask for help, and you'll get it as promptly as possible. So with all that, online courses are like courses. They're like any other course in a lot of ways. They're different in some subtle ways. A major difference being a lot more of the motivation and more of the structure has to come from inside you because it's not being imposed on you. That can be a really empowering experience. That can really, when you're on top of it, it can make you feel like you're in college for the right reasons. That the chains came away, but you still wanted to be there. Or it can make you realize that you're in college maybe for some of the wrong reasons, that you're doing it because you think you have to, that you have no one, that as soon as the chains have come off, the structure's gone away, you have no motivation to do anything at all. Both of those can be super powerful. So those alone are a fantastic reason to experience an online course such as this one. I'm really happy to have you here. I've put a lot into this to make it an exciting, powerful, rewarding, enriching experience for you, and I hope you get a lot out of it. Thank you.